my first gig was with Howlin' Wolf as a 17-year-old kid. His keyboard player got drunk, couldn't make the gig, and it just so happened that someone that was there in the place knew me and sent their son to get me, who was a friend of mine. I went around and he says, you don't have to do anything, but just hold the chords for me. Because I've never played the blues before in my life. You know, at that time I was playing gospel music, you know, and he says, all you got to do is hold chords. Okay, I can hold chords, you know, I mean, that's no problem. I could do that. So that's what I did. And at the end of the night, he gave me $30. As a 17-year-old kid back in my day, $30 was quite a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? So from there, I started hanging around a club called Walton's Corner. Walton's Corner, they had everybody you could think of in the blues world and so on would come to that club. As a 17-year-old kid, I met Freddie King, Junior Guitar, Luther Guitar Jr., Luther Allison, Tyrone Davis. Oh God, they had a house band there that had one of the, at that time, I think was one of the greatest guitar players I could ever think of. A cat by the name of Joe Spells. Joe Spells was a hell of a guitar player. You know, he was one great guitar player, and this band was so tight that the drummer it's funny. The drummer was like basically a drunk. He was a hell of a drummer, one of the best drummers you want to hear. And every night, before the end of the night, at the very end of the night, he would fall off the drums. He was so drunk, he would fall off the drums, you know. But this band was so tight. Man, these cats were playing behind everybody. There was a whole lot, like I said, I met so many people there at that place. I wish I could remember all of the people that I did remember, that I met there. I went from there to, as a matter of fact, my very first gig that I did on my own was at that very same club where I met Vance Kelly. Vance Kelly must have been about 17, 18 years old, maybe 19. We were all about that age. And his cousin moved into the building next door to me, and we got to know each other. And he told me, well, I got a family that play, you know, my cousin plays. Oh, really? So we got to talking, and finally I get a chance to meet him. We talked, and the first gig that these guys ever did in a club was with me. Vance Kelly, he has a brother that plays bass. His cousin plays drums. And we ended up with Vance, his brother, and two drummers on the stage at the same time. You know, his cousin and his cousin's sister's boyfriend. We all ended up doing a show at the Walton's Corner. And that was the first gig on my own.